Hello there. Okay. So, immediate housekeeping to start the stream. Firstly, oh, I'm actually at max investment. Oh shit. Oh dear. Okay, but I only recently maxed out, so I maybe lost like 10 resin most. That's fine. I can deal with it. Gosh. Okay. Right, housekeeping. Hello. So, since Novelette was releasing in 2 days, I felt, well, I was like, what do I want to spend my resin on? What do I, what do I feel like doing? And I was like, I'll go through characters, and I was like, I kind of want to send a character. I'm kind of sick of artifact farming for now, especially since rumor is that the next update is going to add in double artifact events, like we have for ley lines and talent domains, which I think is really good. I think that's really nice of them to do. Um, Granted, I quite frankly, I think they should probably just have that event be always active. I absolutely think you can justify doubling or even tripling artifact rewards from domains from just what they are right now. Obviously, to improve artifacts. Because actually, recently I was having a discussion on YouTube. This guy was reviewing Auroron, and like he pulled up his Auroron builds and like, yeah, this is like fine, like it will work. And his build was like 60 crit rate with like 150 crit damage, like 250% fucking ER and 2000 attack. And I was like, you're saying that's like meh. You're saying it's like meh is maybe good, but kind of mid. And I'm like, that's like almost, that's like basically an impossible build to get. What are you on about? And then I got a bunch of people dogpiling me in comments saying, no, that's a pretty mid build. I'm like, no, no, not really. I did the maths in my head. Like the things people, there's only so many stats you can get on a fucking artifact, right? Like my Tartaglia artifact. This is Mualani's, obviously. I stole it from her. For now, like say you can get at best like your best artifact. For in general, the best artifact is attack, crit rate, crit damage, and ER. Replace attack with HP for a HP scaler, right? So you have a perfect artifact, all four of those stats, right? Attack, ER are both going to start out about like 5%. Crit rate's going to start out about 3%, maybe. And crit damage is probably going to be around 6%, right? And then you get like 4 to 5% for different things raised by different numbers. Point is that these people told me that like 2000 attack is like the baseline. And I'm like, really? Really? Is it? Because my Tartaglia, his attack is pretty fucking high, I'll give him that. He is running Gladiator with that fucking 18% defense. Is so fucking upsetting. This is still one of the best artifacts on my account, even with 18% fucking defense. Like, goddamn, this could have been busted beyond belief. This is crazy good. This one's hasn't aged particularly well. It was great for Hu Tao, but other characters not as great on. This one I think is fine. 26 crit value is good. Trying to find someone like really. Here you go. Right? So I just want to do some maths, right? Tartaglia's base attack is on the kind of the higher side. Okay, let's go with Raiden, because I think Raiden has the highest base attack out of any character in the game. I think. Whereas like Hu Tao I think has one of the lowest, which sucks. Yeah, Hu Tao is really low per base attack. Zoinks. But yeah, so Raiden is like the highest base attack in the game, right? So 847 plus 311 you get from... Right. So to hit 2000 attack, what are we going to need? Right, so 2000 minus 892. That's divided by, for fuck's sake. 2000 minus, 847. Minus 847, and then minus another 311. 842. Wow. So right there, this is fucking Raiden, right? One of the highest base attack characters in the game. And she's using the catch, which on the scale of high to low attack, 510 is the middle ground. There's kind of there's like four different lineups-ish. No, three. It's three. Four, whatever the fuck. The baseline, the lowest one is 454, then it's 510, and then it's 565. So this is right in the middle. So this is, without getting into 5-star weapons, which is its own can of worms, this is like the highest base attack you're gonna fucking see in the game. Okay? So I am being very fucking generous here. For their argument, saying that 2000 base attack, or 2000 attack is like your starting point. That's where, like, it's not bad. That's what they're saying, right? Immediately know here, my Raiden is now 2000. They're talking 2000 pre-buffs, right? They're talking just viewing the stat screen, 2000. Right? They're saying that, like, a baseline, kind of like, they're saying a good artifact set is 70 crit rate, 200 fucking crit damage, 200 or more than enough ER, whatever EM is required, and 2000 attack. That's what they're fucking saying. Okay? Right. So, from the math we just did, we need 100% attack. 100%. Now, if we're looking at Raiden specifically, you can... If you're running Raiden with Farina in Raiden National, which you shouldn't, because Raiden National is worse than Raiden Chevreuse by quite a margin, whilst also being harder to use and using way more valuable characters. So there's no reason to really run Raiden National over Raiden Chevreuse. But if you do, you'd replace an Electro Goblet probably with an Attack Goblet. Because of Farina diluting the Electro Damage bonus. Obviously, Raiden already has a very high Electro Damage bonus. Ignore that. So Raiden already has a very high damage percent, but still in general she does want a Goblet. So we are looking for 100% attack, or like 99%, right? We're looking for 100%. You run an attack sans, that's 46.6. Fantastic. That leaves us with these four artifacts. These four artifacts to source 54% attack. Right? Now, if this was an attack goblet, it would be pretty easy. Fair enough, right? Again, this is the most generous scenario. And we are just looking at attack. We're not even looking at fucking like crit stats or ER or anything. We are just looking at getting your attack stat line in. Right? This is one of like fucking 6 or 7 stats you want to be high. Right? So 54%, right? That's one roll in attack there, that's 4. Right, so let's say generally each roll of attack is going to give you 5%, which is not true. Attack can be as low as like 4% and as high as 6%. So about 5% is fair enough, right? So to get 54% attack, you're going to need 11 rolls into attack. Alright, 11 rolls into attack out of 4 artifacts you have for that. So first of all, you need to get attack on the artifact, and then you need to get... Well, yeah, you need 11-ish total rolls into attack to hit 2,000. On Raiden here. 11 rolls, you get... Okay, so level 0, level 4, level 8, level 12, level 16, level 20. That is 6 rolls per artifact. Technically. So you have 4 artifacts, 6 rolls per artifact. I don't know fucking math. What? But considering all of the different fucking stats you can get on an artifact, your chances of getting 11 rolls into attack is lower than you'd think, right? 6 rolls per artifact, you're needing 11 here, and again, this is the most generous scenario, right? The only way you're going to get better than what I'm proposing here is if you're running 5-star weapons. Okay? You're looking at 11 rolls across 4 artifacts. So each artifact is going to want 2 or 3 rolls. Or you're going to need 2 artifacts which roll into attack and nothing else. Okay? And that right there is just to reach your baseline attack, which these people are claiming. All I'm saying here is just that these people saying that 2,000 attack is like the baseline are full of shit. Right? No, it's not the fucking baseline. It is a baseline for Navia. I'll give you that. If your Navia is at below 2,000 attack, you are struggling a little bit. I mean, even fucking Navia here with her goddamn signature, even here, she's only at 2,200 and she has some busted artifacts. Granted, I have swapped her off of... If we swap this back. There you go. Shit. Well, actually, I shouldn't have swapped that. Okay. Right. See, even Navia having 1,000 fucking base attack here, even then, she's only 500 over what they claim to be the baseline, right? Point is, these people are fucking... one of them told me, like, farm better artifacts. I don't... How fucking brain-rotted do you have to fucking be to tell someone to get better fucking artifact RNG? How fucking brain-rotted do you have to fucking be? It annoys me so fucking much. It's so fucking petty. And you know that you're wrong, because you know from your own experience, of course, it's entirely fucking RNG. The only way to build a character fucking badly, the only valid way to, like, blame someone for their character being poorly built is if I went on my fucking Tartaglia here and gave him fucking Animo damage bonus, or if I gave him a fucking defense or HP sands. Right? That's the only way you can call me an idiot. Because there I'm just picking the wrong main stat, and it is not hard to get the right main stat. Statistically speaking, it will not take you... It'll take you like a day or 2 of farming to get at least a bad artifact in the right main stat, right? So, like, berate people for having a wrong main stats, call them dumb, yeah, fair enough. But you can't fucking berate someone for thinking that a crit value of 30 is kind of fucking crazy. You absolutely fucking can't. That is ridiculous. And again, these people also saying that, like, your baseline should be 70 crit rate and 200 crit damage. Let's do the maths. 70 crit rate, 200 crit damage. That's 150. That's 150 crit damage and 65 crit rate. Which equates to 280 crit value. Correct? Yes. So 280 fucking crit value. Oh. Okay, 280 crit value. Sourcing that from your artifacts. Okay, first of all, thing is, of course, different characters have access to different weapons and will want different weapons. So a lot of characters won't necessarily want crit weapons. So, yeah, let's not count them. Okay. We will count a circlet value. So a circlet gives you 62 crit value. Alright, so what are we? 280 minus 62. 218. So 218 crit value between 5 artifacts. Yeah, boss, you're looking at over 40 per artifact for that. 218 divided by... Actually, shit, you're not looking at 5 artifacts, you're looking at 4. Unless you want to count the substats for this one. Alright, let's count the substats. Let's be generous. Right? That's 43.6 crit value per artifact. I don't know the statistics, but I think Maxor broke it down once in one of his YouTube videos, and he had a 40 crit value artifact, and I think the statistical chance of getting that was like 1 in millions. So these people are saying that the baseline for your character should be 1 in a million artifact 5 times over. I'm pretty sure what they're asking for as like the baseline is quite literally just not possible. Like statistically, what would it take to hit that 1 in several million chance 5 times over? That has got to be an absurdly low number, right? Of course, there is a character's ascension stats. We can also take that into account. That is also not true for every character. Novelet gets... What is it? Crit damage is somewhere in the 30s. It's somewhere around like 30 crit value. Alright, so I'll give you... Building crit on Novelet is pretty easy. Like, even I've been able to get 210, right? So Novelet gives you 30 crit value-ish from ascending him. His best set gives you fucking 72 crit value, Jesus. And his best weapons also give you best part of. So yeah, getting Novelet to high crit value is not very hard. The hard part is getting to have high crit value and high HP. And enough ER, because Novelet does need a good chunk of ER. Not a lot. Like, he needs 70 energy for his burst. 70 energy, he does give you, like, 4 particles with his skill. And he is the on-fielder, but 70 is still... He needs, like, at least, like, 130. So 106 right now, this is not good for me. Yeah, so how much crit damage does Novelet have? Basic... I don't... Why am I even doing this? Right. Anyway, point is, I'm sick of people that say that... basically, I'm just sick of people being fucking elitists about their fucking artifact setups, right? If someone clearly just doesn't know how to build a character, sure, call them fucking stupid, even though that's a bit mean. But sure, yeah, they are stupid, tell them that they're stupid, whatever the fuck, right? Don't call someone stupid for having fucking not 1 in a fucking billion artifact RNG. That's just fucking stupid, and that makes you look stupid. Doesn't say anything about that. And of course, especially it's true when it's on a new artifact set, right? Because we're talking about Auroron, so they're building a Cinder City, which, you know, this artifact has only been around for a couple months. And in that time, we've also, you know, had several new characters released, who people are also spending resin on to ascend and whatnot and shit. And we've also had some big character reruns. And we're about to have Novelette reruns, so a bunch of people are going to be spending their time on him. So expecting people to have fucking god tier Auroron artifacts is just fucking ludicrous. That is so fucking stupid. And also, in the video, they were using a 5-star weapon. Which I've never actually seen before. If I pull this up, it's going to make it obvious which YouTuber I was talking about. They themselves responded to my comments saying, it's not that good. I'm like, yeah, it fucking is. I didn't respond to them. Unfortunately, yeah, you can't really see their stats. It was a bow. It might be an elegy here. I think it gives EM to all the other party members or something. Of course, you can still run him with Fab. Anyway, that's the first point of housekeeping done. Second point of housekeeping, I felt like leveling up Tartaglia. I don't know why. Of course, I said I'll probably never do it because the Novelette power crept him. I don't know why I waited until it's a couple days before Novelette drops and I get his C1 to finally level up Tartaglia, but whatever, I saved it until now. I did a bunch of experimentation with Tartaglia teams. Don't know why I screenshotted that. Delete that. Thank you. Also delete that video, that's posted by now. Right. I've named this team Hard Mode, because playing Tartaglia is pretty fucking difficult. Right. So... Tartaglia National.
Be epic. Witness my magnificence!
No, I refuse to run Kazuha with this team. I refuse. Just fuck off. I thought running Frina with this team makes sense. She gives more damage bonus than Kazuha. She has more personal damage. And just in case I fuck something up with Tartaglia, she gives even more Hydro. She increases our healing bonus from Bennett. She gives us Hydro Resonance, which increases Bennett's damage and her own damage. Oh, sorry, it doesn't improve Bennett's damage, it improves his healing. And yeah, she gives us a big-ass fucking damage bonus, which is good for Tartaglia and Zhangling. Tartaglia does actually have a huge Hydro damage bonus baseline, though. Look at that. This is Ascension stat is Hydro damage. So I tried out this team. It's respectably strong. Zhangling vaporizes for 30k every hit, assuming she crits. Tartaglia himself is hitting some attacks like 10,000, I think. It's roundabout. It's an okay team. It works. How fun is it though? It is fun, but it's a Zhangling team, which means that you're gonna need all of these characters to be running Favonius, and only one of them is. So, it's only fun so long as you can meet Zhangling's energy requirements. So that's the other thing. This team is entirely reliant on Zhangling. The entire point of this team is to buff Zhangling into a fucking stratosphere. And like even then, we're doing all this work just so that Zhangling can do as much damage as a Hu Tao normal attack. Or an Arlecchino normal attack. Like, what's... for real? Now, the reason why this team was, like, ever good is because Zhangling... Obviously, this team is really good in AoE. The AoE on Tartaglia's attacks is deceptively fucking huge. And obviously Zhangling is also fucking huge. Circle impact on this team is less of a problem than you'd think it is. Especially since Tartaglia is running Viridescent Viridescent Hunt, which means he can group enemies for us. So yeah, this team doesn't suffer as much from Circle Impact. Over rotation, I do know the reason why you run Kazuma instead of Frina here, typically, is because this rotation doesn't work. Frina skill burst, Bennett skill burst, Zhangling skill burst, Tartaglia skill. It does end up with Tartaglia in the end. When I do Frina skill burst again, Bennett skill burst skill, Zhangling skill burst. When I switch back to Tartaglia then, he does still have like 3 seconds left on his cooldown. And it is annoying. It does piss me off. My proposition for Tartaglia rework is to remove his skill cooldown and then make it so that using his charge attack buffs his skill, and then using his skill buffs his charge attack. Basically. It's like, my idea was basically kind of make him like Acheron, so that using his bow applies stacks of bow Riptide, which then hitting an enemy with his skill removes those stacks and then deals increased damage. And then if you hit an enemy with his skill, it then applies skill Riptide stacks, and then using his charge attack then detonates those. And so basically you can then play him with his skill and basically just play him as he is right now, or you could play him with his bow and like play vaporized Tartaglia. If I were a game designer, that's what I would do. That would basically be a direct buff to what he is now. It wouldn't get rid of what he has already, so anyone who wants that still would have that. And people who want to play fucking vaporized Tartaglia, which is also respectable. In fact, in a hypothetical scenario, vaporized Tartaglia would be stronger than Zhangling. Actually, because when Tartaglia vaporizes, he's vaporizing for 30,000. So actually, him and Zhangling deal the same amount of damage on Vaporize. Zhangling does it in a way bigger AoE, but Tartaglia does it to a single target, and does it more often, and doesn't need his burst to do it. Not to mention his burst also hits like 100,000. I don't know if it vaporizes on that hit. I mean, it's too chaotic to check. But I've seen it do 72,000, I've seen it do 100,000. So his burst is respectably strong. I'm also wondering how would Mona do. Yeah. The thing is, of course, Tartaglia does want shorter rotations, so that his cooldown isn't too long. So Mona's buff only lasting for 5 seconds wouldn't be too much of a negative for him. Yeah, so I tried his team, it's fine. Disclaimer, I was testing it in this domain, which means he was getting an extra 70 crit damage. So even then, the 31,000 vapes, not really. They would probably be like closer to 25,000-ish, somewhere around there, in an actual practical scenario. So, yeah. This team definitely has fallen off, but it's still viable. Because it's an AoE. If that was single target damage, it would be really bad. But for AoE, this is still good. A well-made Burgeon. Actually, this is the biggest AoE in the game. Nah, you can make Nilu's AoE bigger. But in general, this actually will be hitting enemies in a bigger AoE than Nilu's, just because of how big Zhangling's burst is. So in that regard, it's really good. But the damage itself does not compare to Nilu. Nilu is dealing way more damage. But yeah, so this team is still respectable. I did test Tartaglia with Nilu. It doesn't... It works. It does work. But also, just this team is just better. anyway, and it's also easier to play. So there's not much reason to do it. Unless you want to play him with charge attacks only, and then like play from a distance, in which case his Hydra application is good. But yeah, it's not great. The team I found where I like to play with him is this one.
There are still so many places for us to explore.
This team is really fun. Tartaglia
What they do
Hyper
this time?
It's strong. I get to use Kuvara. I might have a thing for cat girls, I've discovered. I get to use Kuvara. Forget what I just said. Please, dear God, don't share it. Dendro Resonance gives 100, 80 EM. No, we get the full 100 EM. Alright. Which gives Kuki Shinobu, I think, maxed out Hyper Boom damage. We still have enough application, I think, to get Quicken, so we do get the defense reduction. So this team is basically a worse version of our Hatham team, but it works. And I like our Hatham, and I like Tartaglia, so it works. And Tartaglia has the advantage of attacking from a distance over our Hatham, so it's interesting. I like this team. I am absolutely willing to hear about more Tartaglia teams, if they work. Tartaglia Taser, I don't know if I'm interested. Yeah. I tested Eula some more. She still fucking sucks. Eula is dog shit. Don't use her. Right, that's housekeeping done after half an hour. Right, so what am I doing in this stream? We're doing the intermission quest. And before that, we're going to figure out what to do with this 160 resin I have. Oh yeah, I brought overall one up to level 80. I haven't leveled his weapons yet. His weapons would be Favbo. Just because, yeah, I am concerned about Nervalet's energy, and so his team would be Auroron, Fischl, Kazuha, Nervalet. And so Auroron himself is giving 9 energy just by existing. Yeah, so that's 9 energy just from Auroron existing. Then you're also getting extra energy from Electro Resonance in that case. You're getting Fischl's battery. You're getting a small ER buff from Kazuha using the weapon. And then you have Nervalet's skills. So hopefully he should be able to meet his ER requirements. Hopefully it won't be a problem. Thing is, if it is a problem, it's not a problem that Furina will fix, because Furina doesn't make any fucking energy particles. So yeah, hopefully it worked. Hopefully. And yeah, I do want to get used to using Nervalet without Furina, because part of the point of getting Nervalet C1 is that I don't have to use Furina with him, actually. And so I can still use Furina with Alhaitham or Hu Tao. But yes, I am excited to get Nervalet C1. I currently have... Okay, so yeah, I currently have 90, so I have 31 pity, 9 wishes, and 57 worth and primos, so that adds up to 97 wishes. So that's enough to guarantee a 5-star, at the very least. And then I have enough top-ups to buy another copy of him. And we are pretty sure Furina will not be in the next patch. That gives me a whole patch to save for Furina, which should mean I'm pretty safe on getting Furina. Furina probably will run in the patch after this upcoming. I am not all that interested in Pyro Archon. I am not all that interested in Sitlali. All of these Natlan characters are characters which I would pick up on a rerun, but not on their first run. I'm just not interested enough. Anyway, so I want to play the intermission quest with Tartaglia. Got 160 resin. What can we do with that? We could send Sucrose. So there's one team I was thinking about where Sucrose would be good. I'd love to get her C6. Her C6 is actually kind of crazy. Okay. What was it? It's 50 and then 20%. So yeah, she can give 40% Veg Shred, and on top of that, then 250 EM. And she can heal by giving her a prototype amber. Or use Thrilling Tales. Oh, actually, a bit of housekeeping. Our Haytham's build's changed. I got him another refinement on his Wolf Fang. I got him a new circuit. Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, stat-wise, this is a perfect artifact for our Haytham. These are the 5 stats that he wants. So, pretty good. It's an increasing crit value. The crit rate is a little bit risky, 49.7. That doesn't seem the best. But he does get an extra 14 from Wolfang here. So it's still like in the 60s. Which, considering how El Haytham is not a character who, like, he's not a vape character. He doesn't need to be critting every single hit. It's not like he does not pack all of his damage into one powerful hit. So if any character can afford to only crit half the time, it's him. He does not suffer from it, because obviously he hits like 1,000,000 fucking times with each use of his skill. So I'm fine with crit rate dipping a little bit here in exchange for basically 200% crit damage now. Yes, we could have sent Sucrose. I'm not sure who I would use her with. She could work with Tartaglia National as an alternative to Ezra. That could be fun. I wouldn't want to run her on a Taser team. Okay, let me Google what teams is Sucrose good for in modern day. Still rated an S tier score. Oh yeah, Sucrose would use Nahida's signature very well. Ooh. Zoinks. And of course, I do have a spare, so yeah, that's definitely an option for her. Wow. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, she would love that. So I have one of her best weapons. Her best weapon is Sack Frag? Really? It does give EM, and I do have a max refinement, so it's not a problem. But really? Like, even better than Nahida's signature? It's rated as better than Nahida's signature. Nahida's signature gives more EM, more base attack, like more personal EM, more base attack, more elemental damage percent, and it gives an extra 40 EM to the entire team. How could Sack Frag be better? Skill cooldown, it's not that much, is it? 15 seconds and she gets 2 stacks of it. You only need to use it once per rotation for it to work, right? You only have to use it once per rotation. So yeah, I can see why Sacktrap could be better. Taser, Hyper Bloom. Yeah, is she worth using in Hyper Bloom? I don't feel like she would be because the EM's already maxed out. Oh. Oh yeah, she is a contender to replace Kazuha in National Tartaglia. You can also use her with Hu Tao. Bennett, Sucrose, Hu Tao, Yelan. So maybe she, I really like Sucrose's design. This cape she has on her back, I really like that. It's so cool. It's very similar to Venti's. Very similar. Charlotte doesn't need it. Kujo Sara, nah. Kujo Sara could replace Fischl on my Raiden teams. And I do have her C6. 60% extra crit damage. That's a lot. That is a lot. So I would basically be running her instead of Bennett. %57 attack bonus. She gives less attack than Bennett, which is a fucking massive shame. Uh, Weapon gives high base stat. I wouldn't want to give her fucking Favonius. Yeah, definitely not. Sacrificial. mean, that would outright literally just be replacing Fischl. It would help her with her ER. She has a very high energy cost. Fuck, maybe Kujo-sama. Oh, I thought Noblesse gave you energy. Okay, she gives a less attack than Bennett. She also gives it for way lower durations, fucking 6 seconds. Honestly, I don't know how her fucking kit works. Like, reading it, I'm struggling to understand it sometimes. She restores energy. I want to send a count. I don't know fucking far more relics. I'm not interested in making Candace for on-field Yao Yao. Not right now, at least. I kind of wish I had teams for Yunjin or Kachina. Because Kachina, I mean, I just love this animation right here. It's one of my favorite idol animations in the game. It's pretty fucking cool. And Yunjin, I mean, everyone loves her. But unfortunately, she's made for... Actually, she would work with Arlecchino. Yeah. But she also works for Ayato, who has been banished to a Shadow Realm and will never be seen again. Well, we count just because she worked for... Fucking no. Okay. No, not Layla. Maybe Collei. Maybe. So I do like Collei. Dea... Every time I go back and test, like, oh, should I get into Dea? Because I like Dea's design. I really like her design. I don't dislike her character. I just fucking despise her kit. And every time I go back to her, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get into Dea. I'm going to get her to work with Neuvillette. I'm going to get her to work with Melt Garnu. And when I play her for about 5 minutes, I'm like, oh man, I fucking hate Dea. She is still the worst standard banner character, and Ketching fucking exists. Chi-Chi fucking exists, my guys. And Dea is still the worst standard banner character. Honestly, you can probably find more use of Chi-Chi than Dea. She still is fucking awful. And Pyro Traveler is basically going to power creep her, potentially. And that's what I'm hoping for to make Melt Garnu work. I'm anticipating that.
I wonder what the rest of the
We're going to reach
are...
an hour before I actually start doing the thing. Pyro Traveler, and this be my Melt Garnu team. It wouldn't be bad. I mean, Garnu would be hitting for over 100,000 per melt, so it's over like 50,000 DPS. Not counting Mahida's burn damage and whatever damage Pyro Traveler does. So that team should work well.
To plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt.
So I'm thinking like now is a good time to start like diversifying my account. I think Sucrose. I think we just fight the Animo guy. Gonna make sense. None of these characters are interested. Fucking Jinyan. If looks could kill. Goddamn. Right. Sorry, Ningguang, your kit is fucking nightmarishly awful. Look, Ningguang looks so fucking cool, and then she just has the worst kit you've ever seen in any fucking video game ever. And of course I have her C6. Of course I have her C6. Of course. I'm not playing Ningguang a lot, but she's not a good DPS. And she is a fucking nightmare to play. She feels like utter shit to play. So, yeah, not a fan of Ningguang. Such a damn shame. The unfortunate thing is Kachina is just not good anymore. The moment Pyro Traveler releases, that'll just be the death of Kachina. The only thing Kachina has to her name is Cinder City, and then Pyro Traveler is going to release it for free. Well, Kachina's also free. But yeah, Pyro Traveler is going to release for free and just be better. Sakujo, Sara, or Sucrose? Alright. Raiden already has like 110 crit damage. 120. So an extra 60 isn't all that crazy. Base attack also isn't all that crazy. Alright, let's ascend Kudo Shara. Let's fucking do it. Kudo Shara is back on the menu, boys. Ah, fuck. Okay, we're fighting Thunder Manifestation. Fuck, what are you doing? Okay. We're fighting Thunder Manifestation. Will this team work for it? Time to find out. Alright, let's go.
Everyone hold hands, sharing my knowledge.
Stand with me.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Hey!
Our bond is strong.
See what I mean by this team is fun? It's interesting. It feels different to a regular team. I wish Tartaglia was better and hadn't been just straight up power crept by Neuvillette. So I would actually really like playing him. Also, he has energy problems. Even at 140, his burst only costs fucking 60, right? Yeah. All his artifacts are maxed out. Yeah. So he's not getting much better stats from this. 77 crit rate might be a little bit too high. I'm glad I waited until now for ascending all these characters, because of course the new world rank is way faster. Because like I know Tartaglia is not using his best artifacts yet. You don't need to tell me.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
But alright.
I see everything.
Alright. I really like that AoE damage on the kill. That's what he does. But yeah, I just hate how his fucking skill cooldown works. Because I think the way it works is that it takes the duration that it was active for and then adds an extra 5 seconds onto it. And that's how it calculates your cooldown. So no matter what, you need an extra 6 seconds pity for your cooldown, which is not great. So, like, right, right here, if we just replace him with fucking Neuvillette. Right, let's see how this goes.
The pleasure is...
to see how this team performs in comparison. Keep in mind, this team I'm running right here, this is one of Titania's best teams now. Titania Hyper Room. Its best is still National, but this is not far from, too far from it.
Bow your head, be sanctified. Settle down.
And there you go. Nice. Oh, we definitely did take some damage. Ouch. Should also probably take Novelet's weapon up to max level at some time. There's only going to be an extra like 3% crit rate. Something. I
Need
want
to
to
end
this
a few enemies?
team. I refuse to delete this team just because I'm so proud of a name marketing strat. Obviously, the point is that I work in single target into a name. I'm just too proud of that. So obviously, the point of the party setup thing is to have one team, or like one layout for each character. Also, of course, I keep the A team around because this is the team I ran for first 800 hours of the game, and I still find it quite fun. It is kind of hard to imagine like the old days of a game now.
Let my name echo in song. Game's up. Time's over. Everybody stand back.
Right. Ow. What was that? Oh damn, what's this thing's pyro res? Holy shit! Okay. Why does this thing have such high pyro res?
These are about to get dicey.
Fucking 23,000! Okay. Lesson learned, do not use Hu Tao against this fucking thing. It will not take it well. It's not like that. Fuck Jesus. For reference, of course, that should have been hitting for best part of 100,000. That thing has a fucking pyro res of over like fucking like, that's like 80%, I think. Jesus. Right, Cujo. So I'm not doing great on water. I fucking farmed some just the other day. Why is attack percent her fucking ascension stat? Who did that? It has been so long since I got... No. Alright, that makes 3. Then we need another 6. Alright, and then we need another 18. To make another 18. 18 times 3. 36, 54, 51. leaves 9. That's just what we need. I have plenty of XP books, so I'm not worried about leveling. Shit.
No time to lose.
I see everything.
Lucky day! The fairy finally cut down like this.
Not bad. Not bad at all. No time to lose.
Prepare to move out.
Everyone hope in.
My lucky day!
Charge! Rally! Stand with me!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
This will end you!
Going somewhere?
Strike the fairy fall before me! You win this battle.
I see everything.
Let's get down to business.
Pull in!
Very high.
Our bond is strong!
Charge! This battle.
Who's next? It's my lucky day. How's
The bond is strong.
couldn't let your guard down.
I see everything.
Advance!
This way.
Very. No time to lose. Finally, No. Charge!
Stand with me.
Bring it on. Pull in!
I say, we'll all be fine.
Yep.
The insolent shall be punished. No mercy! Winter shall eventually come.
Cheap trick.
Charge!
Who's made here to look?
The bond is strong.
Cut down. Like this.
No time to lose.
Hey! Everyone hold hands!
Advance! Amateur mistake.
You win this battle.
Yep. No time to lose. Yep. Yeah. Fall in. Yeah. Bring it on. All right, now we're talking.
Committed to
Advance!
Stand with me!
Cut down. Like this.
Fall in!
Rogue.
Advance!
Our bond is strong!
Very. You can run, but you can't hide.
This. Picked the wrong test subject.
Yeah.
This may hurt.
Stand with me!
Commit it to memory.
Who's next?
This way!
Yep.
How expensive?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
All right, now we're talking. No time to lose. I could get used to this. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, now we're talking. Now I just need to get my hands on the rest. Yep. Yeah. All right, now we're talking. Yep. All right, now we're talking. Yeah. All right, now we're talking. Yep. Not bad. Not bad at all. No No time to lose.
Oh yeah, housekeeping I forgot to cover. I did some exploration in Natlan off screen. I clipped a little bit of it. Um, I got this exploration to 90% because I apparently these things drop just randomly from chests in the relevant region. So this is for Children of Echo, so this is for Masters of the Nightwind. So we need to continue exploring this area and this area to get them. 90 fucking percent and still haven't got that third one. I've been over the entire thing and spammed Treasure Compass and nothing's popped up. So, it seems maybe I'm missing something from the World Quest or something, but it seems like this is a very difficult area to 100%. This one in particular. Because I've done this World Quest. So, I don't know where the fuck the remainder is. I'll probably have to use the interactive map or some kind of guide to get the remaining 10% exploration. I haven't done any of that. And right now,
Where I'm from,
you can see I have 30. You can't level up the thing anymore. It's at its maximum level now. So we just have to fucking wait. Which is brilliant. Maybe I should build some resonance thingies. Maybe it'll lead me to some chests as well.
we didn't keep moving,
I
we'd
think so,
freeze.
I need more fucking water. I'm really thirsty.
Literally.
This realm. If you ever
Since I have some condensed resin, let me do a quick demonstration before I go get myself some water. Let me show you a little bit of actual Tartaglia National.
You want me on your team?
witness my magnificence, I'll bring.
Ah, alright, he wants to give me energy.
Bring it on.
Dinner's going to be ready soon as well. It's yet another stream where it takes me hours, literally hours, to actually get onto a thing I'm supposed to be doing.
Out of the way!
On the novelette banner, I do know the weapon banner is shit. I am going to drop I think maybe 10, maybe 20 pulls on the weapon banner just to try to get one Favonius sword. Just one. That's all I need.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Let the world collide! Everybody stand back!
And now we come off with the stand here with nothing. So as you can see, like that was good. That worked. But we are getting a crit damage bonus, which we usually wouldn't have. Right, so I'll be back in a moment. Right, my dinner's ready.
trade travel? Count me in.
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Don't. Stand with me.
So dark. So cold. I want to go home.
Huh?
Light. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there?
Also, I'm very glad to see I am not
Please
the only
save
person
me.
that has major problems with
No,
that.
wait.
I
You
seem
have to
see
leave this
every
place. The
day
water's too deep.
more and more
You won't
people
make
saying
it.
this is not great. And I still see fucking people still
No.
making the same
Please.
goddamn excuse that,
Just leave
oh,
me.
well, actually,
Duarte.
Oh no!
this and that
It's
World
not
Quest
working anymore!
and Fontaine and ooh, fucking Gundam and Sumeru, ooh, fucking Karian mechs. And I already spent a fucking hour talking about why that's all bullshit. Not about to do it again. I'm so sick of these people. It's not how storytelling works. Okay?
My friend, is he any better?
It's not. The game's not doing any favors for Jansen here, but
Duarte.
I have a feeling that
oh, yeah, I
Jansen's
remember.
banner, they probably are going to
Duarte
be a
was the name of
5-star.
Otoko's Surian
Their
companion.
banner is probably going to
Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry
and
Otoko
that's why
back to the
make them the
surface.
most powerful character in
It
the
was
game.
pretty
What
touch and
Vision
go,
are they?
but
They
all
are
of them made it
Electro,
in the
aren't
end.
they? I remember seeing their Vision before.
Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an Abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate...
Wait! What do you mean?
Also, I
You're
already
right.
know.
Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features.
I already know
I don't
that
think he ever
what's his
stood out
name.
next to the others.
Yeah, Electrovision right there. Capitano is in this quest at some point.
No problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
Capitano is going to be a very tempting pull when he releases. I'm really hoping that. The thing is, I feel like he's going to be a Pyro D character. I don't know why, but he's giving me Pyro vibes. And if we get another fucking Pyro DPS, man, I will actually fucking lose it. We should not receive another Pyro DPS for the rest of the game's fucking lifetime. Okay, we already have more than enough to last through the game's entire history.
Yep.
Yeah, we already have way more than enough. Meanwhile, we still only have one Pyro sub DPS. Funnily enough, in the next update, we're going to go immediately from one Pyro sub DPS to fucking 3. In a single update. Problem is, I don't think either of the two characters replace Zhang Ling. I'm pretty sure people say Zhang Ling does more damage than Marika does. But of course, in exchange, Pirate Traveler and Motherweaker don't need energy.
How did you get here? Are you here to save me?
It's working!
That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. You sense it, don't you? This place is dangerous. Still. Hearing you make that noise reminds me of our... You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but I'm so glad you found me. Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew. Just like old times. I owe you for this. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know. As if I'd let that happen. I promised to protect you. There's no way. No way. No. Wait. I failed.
It's so funny when a random fucking NPC has better voice acting from fucking Shilonen. I am starting to regret not pulling Shilonen, because I've increasingly been realising, fucking hell, there's actually several teams where Shilonen would have been really good for me. I spent a while trying to figure out, like, once I get Pyro Traveler for Garnu Melt, could I replace John Lee with someone? Because then I don't have to play Circle Impact. So I won't be running Bennett. So, I could also replace John Lee with another character. And I completely forgot where I was going with this, somehow. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I was thinking, like, what characters to replace John Lee, give Garnu even more damage, whilst fulfilling your survivability goal, and I immediately realised, fuck, it's Shilonen. Shilonen would have been perfect. Sucrose, though. Sucrose would work. She can do Cryo Res Shred, she can do grouping, and she can buff EM. So yeah, Sucrose could work for Melt Garnu, and she's a Catalyst user, so she can use Prototype Amber to heal for the whole party. So yeah, maybe Sucrose, actually. But I'm most likely I'm probably just going to stick with John Lee for comfort. It is a shame there's increasingly less teams that John Lee really works for. The thing is, if you have Hu Tao C1, you don't really need John Lee, actually, for Hu Tao teams. Just because, well, with Hu Tao, you're doing your charge attacks and you're doing dashes to cancel. So the amount of iframes you have is just really high. That's why Hu Tao can work at such little health, because she hardly ever actually takes damage anyways. Just from how many iframes.
Duarte! Wait. You're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss, and then I was drowning. And a Saurian that looked like Duarte saved me. How did I get here?
This voice actor is not great, but he's genuinely better than Shilonen's. Shilonen's voice actor is so distractingly fucking awful.
I'm so sorry.
I'm still so mad about that fucking character. I might have pulled her because I like her kit. I might have pulled her if she wasn't such a fucking incredibly boring character.
Thank you. Is, so. I appreciate that.
God damn it, I still wish we were working on the scheme of like 1 5-star and 1 4-star from each tribe. If you've done that for Children of Echoes and now the Masters for Nightwind. So only 2 of the 6 have actually done it for. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I wish Kiwara was DPS, like a good one, because I love her attack animations. I really like her. She's one of my favourite 4-stars. I love both of her costumes. I love this one. This one is so cool. I love her animations as well. But you probably could make her a DPS, of course, if you give her an infusion. Obviously, she'll never be all that great. Just realised, of course, Pyro Traveler is going to be Pyro DPS. So is Pyro Archon. So next patch, we get 2 Pyro sub DPSs, 2 Pyro supports, and 2 Pyro DPS. I'm gonna be so fucking angry.
Coming for me.
At least
It's coming
Arlecchino was a
for
character
me.
that like had potential to be really cool, and it was just kind of wasted and retconned. Apparently,
It's
people
no
found
use.
proof for
It'll
Arlecchino's
just come
characterization
back.
from her story quest was a
Nothing can
retcon,
stop it.
and she was
Nothing
originally
can
going to be
stop the
batshit
abyss.
insane evil.
It will devour
But they
everyone.
retconned it shortly before Fontaine's release, which makes a
One
lot of
day,
sense to me.
we'll all be
I don't know what
reunited in
evidence.
the
I literally
pivot
just heard
dark.
it on YouTube. I don't know if it's true
Maybe
at all.
Paimon,
But I like
seems to
spreading
be in even
misinformation.
worse
So.
shape than a Toko. She can talk to us, but nothing she
Regardless,
says
I'm gonna be
makes
so
any
angry
sense.
if Arlecchino
Just
releases,
seems
she
really
still
afraid.
fails to power creep Hu Tao, truly. And then finally the fucking Pyro Archon, easily the least interesting Archon of them all, releases yet another fucking Pyro DPS, and then they finally do just straight up beat Hu Tao. So I think Pyro Archon does use charge attacks, from what I've heard. So they are directly encroaching on Hu Tao's territory.
Ion-san, I heard you cured a Toko?
They are likely going to be
so
a
relieved.
vaporize-based charge attack
Is
DPS.
there anything I can do to
so
help? If you need extra hands, I can...
Not great. And I've seen their scalers, and fuck me,
I think you're onto
they are
something.
disgusting.
The
I
mental
don't remember what
distress
they were,
does
but I
seem to be
remember seeing
connected
them
to
and being like, is that
pre-existing
right?
fears and anxieties. Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the
The
situation
numbers
is
on
urgent.
their skills are
So,
disgustingly fucking
I guess
high.
I'll be the bad guy. Ion-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle? Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle? When Kochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool. Kochita trained hard to become a warrior.
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the...
Yes, we did. You see, something changed by the time the guards rushed to the scene. They found her standing there, weapon outstretched, and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it. She became a completely different person after that. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her.
So Hello's it's everyone but the actual fucking characters have voice acting. Of course, this is because I switched back over to English voices. So I found out that for the event, at least Sitlali and Auroron are voiced.
Quali?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you! I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get better. She's the only family I have left.
Family? If Quali goes to battle, the Abyss will devour him. I can't let that happen. I have to do something. But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. It's a death sentence. Just like what
My friend
happened to
just
Mom
messaged
and
me
Dad.
saying they're actually saving. They have 40 wishes.
But I'm no
Again,
warrior.
I'm
I'm just a
my
coward.
friend wails out. Like, if you think
Still,
I'm a whale, good God.
I have to protect
My
Quali.
friend gets every single character
What should
releases
I
and their
do?
weapon without fail.
Gogeta.
So my friend is probably spending
Fight it.
how much I
One
spend
more
on
time?
Genshin, like, in a year, like, every month. I don't know how it's affordable for them. But yeah, they get every single new 5-star that comes out, and most of the time they get their weapon as well.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle. I dispatched a team to clear them out, so most of them should be gone. But there might still be a few stragglers.
There's no turning back. I have to face it. Even if it will devour me whole.
I'm coming too! I'm not letting my sister face this alone! Not anymore!
It's God. Because it's not Genshin's fault they're losing voice actors, so I don't blame them all, it's just funny. The game is going to suffer for it. Legally, could they replace the voice actors? Just because you're not allowed to replace someone's job and stuff. When it's like the role of a voice actor, could that be a little bit more? I don't know how it works. People will probably be pissed. Obviously, this is a problem now. We've got several patches without English voice acting. Fucking half of a Natland story just doesn't have English voice actors. Fucking, why do Rift Wolves exist? What's the point? What's it all mean?
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible. They were always so strong and gentle. They seemed like the most powerful people in the world. But I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood, the sound of my brother's cries. It's all burned into my brain. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must have been because...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. No matter what. Stay away from my brother!
Who's next?
I can do this. I have to do this. Go away! Where are the rest? Where are they hiding? That's impossible! They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes, ready to devour everything in sight! No. Wait. What am I saying? Abyss monsters are not actually that scary. I've defeated them before. I know I have.
She's back to normal!
Kuchina!
What just happened? That is quite embarrassing. Sorry about that. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting stronger over the years. But in the end, maybe I never made any progress at all.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me. But not anymore. I'm going to get stronger.
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to the day when you'll be all big and formidable. I finally feel like myself again. I couldn't have done it without you all. Thank you for everything. I think I'll rest here for a bit. I don't think I can make it back to the tribe just yet.
Trying to think,
I'll
like,
keep
is
you
this the
company.
right way to treat this topic? Is it like PTSD? So we're going over here, I think. I don't know if this is the right way to treat it. I was wondering if I still have like level 19 Navia. Okay, Yanfei.
You know,
Does
there are
crystallized
better
benefit
ways
from
to seek
level?
out
I
our
don't think
enemies
it does.
than, well, standing here.
Right, so I have nothing to do whilst my friend is here, getting flowers for Zhanyun. So I guess we just follow him around. Clear water jade. 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 I remember getting some of them. Right, yeah. 45 is nowhere near enough to take Zhanyun up to max level. Are they... Hold up, do they... Are they now... How long's that been a thing? My friend doesn't steal them, I can take them as well? That's huge. Alright, I'll take them. Also, man, I forgot. Chenyu Vale was so fun to explore. Did I stream all of Chenyu Vale? I hope I did, 'cause it was really fun, from what I remember. Too slow. Where? Hello? Oh. I just say you were below me. Also, I've decided for myself I am not spending any more money on Star Rail or Xenosaga Zero. Xenosaga Zero, just because you don't really have to. I do respect Xenosaga Zero. It's potentially going to win Mobile Game of the Year, which I wouldn't mind too much. Xenosaga Zero is really fun to play, and for a mobile game, really good. Honkai Star Rail I fucking despise, obviously. The fact it's winning awards is weird. Yeah, they're definitely picking them up. There's no way they'll mine all of these and just leave them. Ooh, okay. Is that money? That's money. Don't mind me. Good gentle sirs. Yep. Ooh, Sealy, okay. Oh, this is another sequence. How did I miss it? Where the fuck did... It's gone. Yeah, I am done spending money on Star Rail. I should never spend any money on it. Total waste. Game is not worth that.
Ooh, maybe I could curl up inside this box.
It's like, having seen the videos of Herta, I do want to get Herta when she releases, but having seen the videos, like, wow, it's blatant power creep. Yeah, I was missing some of those. How many am I? 2 more. Somewhere along this area. Yeah, people are saying Shenyun is gonna run next match, aren't they? So I'm probably gonna skip it. Like, maybe I'll put like a temple in.
Wow, I've never seen half the stuff in here before.
Nothing I'd risk my other plans. So all I would use her for is to make plunge shootout, and yeah, I don't think anything else. I could make a melt Ayaka. That could be interesting. Ayaka Shenhe, Jianyun, Pyro Traveler. Fuck! That team could do a lot of damage. Because you can still get the Cryo Res Shred on that to work. So you could get Cryo Res Shred, Pyro Traveler giving 40% extra cryo damage bonus, and Shenhe's damage boost. On top of Ayaka having just her strong kit in base kit. Shit, that could work. That could actually be like respectably strong. It won't be as strong as Hu Tao Plunge, it wouldn't. But it wouldn't be far off. Well, actually, it probably would be a decent ways off because you're losing Farina's and Yelan's sub DPS in exchange for weaker Hu Tao charge stacks. So yeah, it would be a decent bit below Hu Tao charge stacks. Like, probably like a third or even more. But still, that would still be like good. It'd be fun. It'd be unique.
Just a couple more crates of tea leaves to
I do still want to get Ayaka. I don't think I'd get Shenhe, because to me that's like a lot of investment for a team which I don't know how often I'd use or like, if I would even like it. But I would still get Ayaka herself. I mean, instead of Shenhe, I'd just invest in someone else. I don't fucking know. Let's look at that real quickly. Oh. So... Alright, so pretend Garnu is Ayaka. Farina, Mona. We could just run this team for her burst playstyle. Which is her playstyle. If you don't use her burst, you're losing out on a lot of her damage. But one could also use Kazuha here and use Mona as a healer. It would be a freeze team. Because I really want to try Ayaka Melt. I don't know how it would turn out. It's Beidou people say to use with Tartaglia Taser, isn't it? I have a C6. Oh, I thought I had a like C2. So the skill is just a funnel into a burst. When normal charge attacks hit, they create a lightning discharge that jumps between opponents, dealing electro damage. So basically a raw on skill. Or passive even. Which, yeah, is literally a raw on skill. How? Oh. Is this for Beidou herself? Who fucking runs DPS Beidou? Let's be real. She looks really cool, but who runs DPS fucking Beidou? We already have Kuki here as a healer.
I have high hopes for this journey.
What's the occasion?
How did this team go down? Thing is, obviously for Taser for reaction damage, you'd have to take both these two to level 90, which I don't think I'm willing to do. A raw one maybe, but Tartaglia, no. He's not worth taking to level 90. A raw one is a reaction-based damage dealer, so it would make sense to take him to 90. But I'll be honest, I don't really know how a Taser reaction works, because I've never ran a Taser team before. I ran over Vape, but I've never ran Taser. This right here, this is my first actual attempt at a Taser team. I know Mona is not the best one to run for it, but I want to use Mona, so... Yeah, this probably isn't great.
Anything you need delivered?
Probably just worse for some Hyper Boom team.
Ages.
Atoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Ian-san.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess she really can do the impossible. So all those rumors about the Traveler really are true.
Kochita's getting better, too!
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec.
Did I just mention Koichi? What?
Yeah. Honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw so many sick people on the hot air balloon platform. We only found a solution this time because you kept her cool and took control of the situation. You deserve most of the credit. Whoa, you're right. That makes a lot of sense. That sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really change anything? Oh, well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking kale juice tomorrow. No, today. Paimon will start today. You're amazing, Ann-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe your true strength is giving other people strength.
Heian-san! Bad news! Okoland is out of control! What are you doing, Okoland? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. A warrior only has one job. Fight until the very end. Careful! He's not himself!
Okotlan!
Hey, so he thinks we're Abyss monsters?
Now, no matter how much I shit talking that man, you'll never hear me shit talk his music.
Give me your worst!
Alright, bro.
Wretched Abyss! Get out of my... Mom, Dad...
Please, son. You've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters! Give me my family back! Look, Okoland! That's your father! He's standing right in front of you! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
I always love it when a character like does a nod like that when like you have no clue what the plan is.
I'm fine. Please.
A nod like
don't
that is
hurt my
kind
son.
of is supposed to suggest that characters are, you know,
just
in
trying to
sync, they
protect his
understand each
home.
other, so that merely a nod is enough to communicate something. I don't feel very in sync with Jansen.
What should we do now? He's different from the other two. It's like he can't hear us at all. He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
Oh,
Also, like,
Coldman.
and travelers simply being able to change elements mid-fight would be so fucking powerful. How to implement that? I think the best way to
Abyssal
implement that would
corrosion
simply be
syndrome.
made it so that if you hold down
500
the elemental
years
burst
later,
button,
and it's
it
resurfaced
allows you to switch
again.
between them. Oh, he's here. Yay.
That voice, it's...
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
There's a really big discussion to be had on the treatment of the Fatui Harbingers. They've progressively gotten less evil, kind of. La Signoria, we honestly didn't know enough about to conclude how evil she was. She died in the second scene that she had in the story. Then there was a balladeer who, you know, erased himself from existence so he could become a good guy. Then we got Torre, who was in Sumeru but also left Sumeru, and he also mind controlled all of Sumeru for like about 5 minutes before, you know, leaving Sumeru but also staying in Sumeru but also leaving Sumeru. Inside joke. It's not funny. It's just a goofy fucking line. Oh, I wish I'd streamed that moment. I don't think I did. I wish I had. Shut the fuck up. Stupid dog. Oh my... Shut up. Shut up. Oh my god, I'm trying to talk. Oh my god. Anyway, so after Tottori, after him, we then got Arlecchino, who was supposed to be the most evil of all the Harbingers, but then they retconned her to be fine. Like, the worst thing Arlecchino does is kill people and kind of enjoy it. Which, to be fair, is kind of fucked up, but... you could argue literally everyone into that kind of actually does that. Literally every playable character does that, so... at least Nahida has a decency to apologize. And now we have Capitano. Who is working with us, just straight up. We started out with just evil woman, and then we got a terrorist in Tartaglia, just literally just terrorist. And the strongest comparisons to Russia. And then since then they've kind of been breaking away from that, which is weird.
The draft of lucidity?
It's a
I don't
kind
necessarily.
of medicine that can dispel the
I like each of the
psychological
Harbingers,
impact of
just
the
it's,
abyss.
they're not how they were
The
really
treatment
presented
comes
at
with
first.
severe side
We thought they were
effects,
all going to be
including
dastardly
chronic
villains.
migraines for the rest of the
But
patient's
after
life.
Dottore,
So,
they
it's
kind of
reserved
stopped
for the
doing
worst
that.
cases. This man is a devoted warrior.
Arlecchino was supposed to be a
one not
fucking
easily swayed from
psycho.
battle.
Utter
That is
psycho.
precisely why it's so
And
difficult
she
to pull
just
him out
isn't.
of this hallucination.
The captain, we didn't hear a lot about him beforehand.
If you
but
trust me to be
I was
true
under the
to my
impression he
word,
would be.
give him
He's
this.
he's number 2, isn't he? Was that
Wretched
story?
monsters!
It was story number
Setting
3.
up an ambush!
No, Capitano's number 2.
Give me your worst. It's either
See, he's
your
very,
end or
I thought
mine.
he was set up to be
Hurry,
like kind
he's
of like
awake.
Please,
the kind of it's
give
just
him the
business,
draft.
nothing personal.
My
kind
son
of guy.
thinks he's alone
He's
in
just
this
here to
world.
do his job, and
In
he does
his
it very
mind,
well.
all his
And that's
family
it.
and
That's the kind
comrades
of guy
are
he thought
gone,
he was. Which
and
kind of
only
is how
enemies
he is, but
remain.
you know, he's just not being
There's nothing
evil.
more painful for a warrior than losing everything you fought so hard to protect.
So I have mixed feelings on Capitano. Like Arlecchino, the main reason why I still say Sumeru's story is better than Fontaine's is because of Arlecchino being a really big disappointment.
What's going on? Dad?
I haven't been paying attention.
What are you doing here?
What happened? Oh, he gave us something cool.
My head hurts. I just had the strangest dream. I dreamt the Abyss took over the tribe.
It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son.
Now, also, like
May
I
I
mentioned
ask your
Wanderer,
name?
I still place Wanderer as like the best character.
Just Capitano is fine.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home anytime.
Of course,
Time to go, son.
If you look at my counter
you stand?
list, I placed Wanderer at the top. I do think even now, he probably still is the most compelling character in the game. Which is why I wish he got more screen time. And would be like my sole reason for pulling him, because I don't like his play style too much.
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right. When we were with Melissa,
So if we do get him, we better like he should be like a cryo version of Tartaglia.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natland 500 years ago,
and like when you change stances, he takes his coat off or puts it back on.
I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their
Let's have
desperate
our cake and
struggle
eat it,
against the
please.
abyss.
He looks so
Though
fucking
many
cool.
of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle.
So wait, what are you talking about?
Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natland remains unfinished. It may seem difficult to understand, but the reason is really quite simple. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natland. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natland defeat the Abyss.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natland in my own way.
Like, with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was
But
a
Story
respected
also
military
could have been
doctor,
such a compelling
as well
villain,
as my
but he just
trusted
decides to
second
stay in
command.
Sumeru, but also leave
We
Sumeru.
faced a similar situation.
And
to
that
what
was
we
it.
witnessed
He's never
today.
been mentioned since. He had a whole
The endless battles
backstory
against
in
the
external
Abyss
media
triggered
with
delusions
Collet.
among the soldiers, to the point where some attempted to kill each other. In order to develop a treatment as fast
In the
as
same way
possible,
that Fontaine should have
Guthred used
focused on
himself as a
Neuvillette,
test
Frina,
subject. Passed away shortly
Lynette,
after
and
the
Lenny,
drought was complete.
and Arlecchino as well. Sumeru
That's
should have
who
had
he
an
was.
increased focus on
Unrelenting in his
Collet and
pursuits.
Dottore.
No matter the cost,
I mean,
no matter
both
the
of them did
sacrifice.
play a fairly
In the end,
sizable role. Collet was a
even
big
gave
part of
himself
the
up
start
for a
of
chance of
Sumeru,
success.
and Dottore
I'm
was,
sure
of
he
course,
would
kind of
be
like the
pleased
main
his
villain.
creation aids people even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this war will end soon.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. For this moment. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are
Well, I don't
better
have any
kept
clue
secret
what I'm
for
talking
now.
about because I've forgotten
We may
the
be
entire
working
story
together,
quest already.
but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a
I can't wait to
personal
find
matter.
out how he's going to manage to get the Gnosis by the
All
end
I
of
can
it.
tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace, and that is why my work is not yet done.
Why do I feel like we're building up towards the end of a
We'll
quest?
just have to trust you.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to answer them.
Wait, like anything?
What colour
Someone
underwear
wants
do
to
you
know
wear?
how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
Oh,
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean. The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Did something happen?
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all. Goodbye.
So in the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. Oh, right, the Lord of the Night! They just seem so tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long?
I don't have enough time, I don't think, to continue the quest, so let's just go around here. I feel like I might be missing an area from like a world quest or something. It's so annoying when this strategy doesn't actually turn up any chests. I don't know what that means. Yeah, clearly 13 chests I'm missing. Yeah, I don't think I have any left.
No time to lose.
Why do I like his character's design so much? Oh my god. Random fucking NPC looks cooler than several of the actual characters. Talking about Aurora. I'm just trying to think of like any other Tower Attack teams we can make. Any other teams. I think Tartaglia could work as a dual DPS, maybe. I feel like because his role as a character is to apply Hydro for another character to then deal damage off of him. He's a driver. I think that's the term people use for it. It's because of that, him being in the dual DPS setup wouldn't work very well. Because them just both DPSs aren't dealing much damage. Now, the queen of dual DPS characters, there's two characters which would excel at being dual DPSs. That's Raiden, and the other one is Ayaka. I really want dual DPS teams to actually become a thing in this game. It's probably never going to happen. But for dual DPS to work, you need two characters, both of which have long rotations, and both somehow benefit each other and their sub-DPSs. It's like Raiden could work with Eula. Unfortunately, Eula just fucking sucks. So there's no point in doing that. So Raiden's skill, obviously, is actually really good for Eula, because it buffs her burst damage, and then it causes superconducts, which further buffs her burst damage. So Raiden and Eula are actually a really good combo, and work as dual DPSs. Problem is, Eula just is dog shit anyway, no matter what you do. And then you're just using Raiden, but no one to buff Raiden. So then you're just running a shitty Raiden as well. So then actually at that point, Raiden actually deals less damage than fucking Eula does, I'm pretty sure, in that team. And Eula in that team spends 10 seconds DPSing just so she can get a single Hu Tao charge attack's worth of damage. Actually, not even that. It's not even a single Hu Tao charge attack worth of damage her burst. It only hits 100k. And a Hu Tao charge attack does more than that, counting Yelana and Furina. And counting Hu Tao herself on a good hit on an enemy which doesn't have really high pyro res. That animation though is... oh boy. Where's the focal point of that shot, huh? Where do you think it is? Where is it? I wonder. Is it on the upper half of the screen or is it on the lower half of the screen? Because I think I know my answer. God damn. Yut. Oh my god. Oh. I'm remembering why I got this fucking character now. Oh my god. Look at that. Okay, I'm ending stream.